I've been discovering personally for myself. Some of you may have noticed I've been a little bit more absent. You may have felt a little shift in vibe. For the last, I'd say, week or two, I was going through something, and I still am, and I'm okay, just so you know. It's something really amazing that I'm going through. So what I've been learning through this process I've been going through is that when it comes to YouTube, I've been actually putting up a lot of resistance. And I wanted to just be honest and make this video to share this with you guys because this feels really, really valuable and really big to me. Like I'm at this pivotal point, and I can feel that this whole journey I've been on, everything I've been talking about with the law of attraction and vibration, it's all led me to this. And of course, I know that there's more to come that I can't even see yet. And that's pretty cool that that's how life goes, right? YouTube has been what is most important to me for basically like the last 3 years or so. But what happens when you find something that you really, really like, sometimes what we do is we decide that it's really, really, really important. We decide that it's so important that we're thinking about it all the time. Now, what I wanted to share with you in this video, simply put, is that for me, I've been putting so much importance on my YouTube channel, a lot of importance. And I've been discovering, based on some vibe shifts, I've been having some realizations why I might have been doing this. So I want to share with you in this video the key that I've been discovering to releasing importance on your goals, on your dreams. Because let's be honest, you and I, there's something really, really amazing that's here for us. I know that about you. I know it actually for sure. That there's an incredible life ahead of you. And it's actually here right now that you could tap into and let it keep growing. But when what you're excited about, your dream life, when you see that, when you see this goal that you've been working on with me simultaneously as I present to you that I'm working on mine, we're in this together. We always have been. You know, it's like, that's what we do. At the end of the day, you tune into these videos and you're going through it with me. It's like a club, a transformation club. It's kind of what it's always been like here. But your dream that is so exciting to you, if you put the kind of importance on it that I realized I've been unconsciously doing with my YouTube channel, if you do that, you actually hold yourself separate from being able to receive all the incredible success you could be having because of that importance you put on it. So here's what I realized. When I was in high school, I was so in love with music, and I played so much and I wrote so much. And I was dating someone who was just so special to me, and she's still a good friend. But, you know, what ended up happening was I was also an actor, and I applied to this school, went through all these interviews, and I didn't get accepted. And see, so that was the first moment in my life where I felt maybe I'm not valid, maybe I'm not worthy, maybe I'm not good enough. Shortly after, I had found out that the girlfriend that I was with, we'd been dating for a while, basically, simply put, had feelings for someone else and was already seeing them. Boom, another moment where I wonder if I'm good enough. I wonder if I'm worthy. And then shortly after that, as I'm recording my music and putting on shows, people weren't coming. They weren't showing up. Pretty sure the only people that actually bought any of my 3 albums I recorded was my parents. And nobody was coming to my shows. And I remember my mom, she would buy all the tickets for the entire stadium so that we could keep paying the band and everybody for dedicating themselves to the project. So this kept happening to the point where I really began to wonder if I'm good enough, if I'm worthy enough. And you see, when I went through my experience with Moldavite, which I know you guys have seen those videos, and you're probably on the Moldavite journey too, aren't we all? You see, when I started going through that, I started to wake up and realize that I am worthy, that I am valuable, that there's an incredible magic within me. And I started to experience that very profoundly, and it was an incredible healing experience. But I've discovered that some of that failure, some of that lack of worthiness, some of that fear that I'm not good enough, I realized some of that I have unconsciously brought in to what I'm doing with my YouTube channel. So see, what's interesting is I was really realizing, most specifically yesterday, that partly why I want my channel to grow so much is because I want to prove to myself. I want to see it. I want to prove that I did it. I want to feel like I did it, like I succeeded, like I am worthy, like I am valuable, and that I always have been. Now, here's what's interesting. I know that I am. I know that I am. And I have a feeling that if you're here, you know how amazing and powerful you are too. So we put a lot of our focus and our power and our energy into our goals that we work on, and we experience a lot of success. But isn't it interesting that it's never good enough? That you're always reaching for the next and the next and the next? You know, when I started my YouTube channel and I had 0 subscribers, I saw another guy's channel that had 17,000, and I thought, holy shit, that would feel so incredible and fulfilling to have 17,000 subscribers. That's so many people. That's incredible. It would be amazing to even get 100 views on my videos. Like, I remember from that place, I saw the reality of having that many and felt like I would just feel so successful and like I did it and like I'm worthy and like I'm successful. You know, it's interesting. I think last time I saw, I've got 21,000 right now, 21,000 subscribers, roughly an average 1,000 views per video I put out. You know, it's interesting. I don't feel that worthiness or that validation that I thought I was going to feel. You want to know what it actually felt like when I hit 20K? It felt like I wish I had 100K. It felt like I'm going to keep moving towards that. Now, isn't it interesting that I live in a world where I get to go and do what I want every single day, and I had such a supportive friend base here that tune into these videos, where there's enough people that buy their crystal jewelry from me and sign up for my classes, that my partner and I, both of us, are able to live off of this, and for the most part, do what we want peacefully without any stress. And I have amazing people to connect with and share everything with. And so, is that not success? Is that not the success that is really what is the gift to give myself, that this is who I get to be, that this is what I get to do? But here's the point. The importance that we put on something, when we feel like it's super, super important that this happens, that importance, when you think about this, when you say this is really, really important, you're basically putting it up away from yourself and saying, it would feel so amazing to be in this reality. It would feel incredible if I had 100,000 subscribers. And you see, that's what I'd been doing. And I'd been focusing on that and trying to get it and trying to move towards it and putting it up on that pedestal and saying, that reality where I have 100,000 subscribers, I like the way that feels. It feels like validation. It feels like I'm worthy. It feels like I'm valuable. It feels like wherever I go, I have value to offer others. You see, so I focus on that. I say, that's what I want. That's what I'm moving towards. But when you see your dream life, whatever your manifestation goal is, when you see it, if you have the feeling that that would be super amazing, then I want to let you know something that I've discovered is that that's a clear sign to you that you're holding yourself vibrationally separate from it, because we're putting too much importance on it. We're saying that that's too important to me. It's so, so, so important. And that creates a lot of vibrational resistance. How could you possibly vibrationally match that reality when you're saying how important it is? You're pushing it away. And I realized that that's what I've been doing. And it's interesting because I couldn't understand, because I was thinking about it and I was tossing it back and forth, talking to myself, talking with Ruby. You know, what's up with this? It's weird because I don't need validation from other people. That was something that I concluded. I realized that's something I really let go kind of at the beginning of my Moldavite journey. That was my problem earlier on with music. I needed other people to validate me. I wish that they would have seen how awesome I was, right? So I let that go and I don't feel that anymore. That one's good. And it's interesting because it doesn't matter to me if people think negative things about me. It doesn't matter to me if people are judging me, you know, so it doesn't have anything to do with other people's perspectives. I don't need anyone else to see that I've succeeded. And I got to the source of it. All of a sudden, I realized I'm the one who's putting the importance, because I want myself to be able to see it. I want to be able to heal that past version of myself that tried so hard and worked so hard at all this stuff and it didn't work out. And I want to show that version of me. I want to show that part of me that is clearly still partly here watching. I want to show that part of me that you are good enough, that you are, and that you can do it. And look, you did. But you see, I'm putting too much importance on it. I am. And for anybody watching this video that's in a really good place, I know what you're thinking, for sure. And it's the truth of all of it, is that trying to reduce importance so that you can achieve your goal, if you're saying, okay, now I realize I've been putting too much vibrational resistance and importance on my YouTube channel, so I'm going to work on reducing importance so that my YouTube channel can finally grow. Do you not see the paradox there? You're saying, it's really important that I stop putting importance on this thing that's important. It's important to me that I start feeling like it's not important. It's this whole paradox. It's this whole ocean to find yourself drowning in. And what it all comes down to, the simplest way to realize it is, I've had some pretty incredible moments in places like this. I remember being in Glacier National Park. Incredible. I remember spending time with my family. So many beautiful moments where my fiance Ruby is looking at me with that spark in her eye. But I'm not there. I miss it. I'm not in Glacier National Park. I'm not laying next to her in the bed. I'm not actually there connecting with my family. Because I'm thinking about YouTube. Because I'm focused on how important it is that I stay focused on YouTube. Because I'm thinking about YouTube. Because I'm so focused on the important YouTube. That importance, there's two things to it. While you do that, I've really discovered, and I feel it so clearly now, it's like, holy shit, this is an epic level up I'm going through right now. That importance is making it so that I can't actually get to that reality. I'm not in a state of allowing. I'm not willing to allow myself to succeed in that way because I'm saying it's super important that I do. That creates a ton of vibrational resistance that I'm sure you can understand. You're pushing it away. And second to that, even bigger in my personal opinion, is that you miss the incredibleness that is right here, right now, happening for you. And here's the other joke and the other dimension to this. If you were really present, if you were really here, if you weren't so focused on that super important goal that you think is so important, that's so necessary for you, if you were actually here to receive the incredibleness that you're receiving, then you'd be in a state of receival. And when you're in a vibrational state of receival and you're actually here experiencing joy, happiness, having fun, feeling good, feeling worthy, successful, whole, and complete right now in this moment, now you're a vibrational match for that reality. But you can't be while you think it's so important. Now, here's the thing about importance. It's elusive. It can hide from you sometimes. I'm telling you, I did not realize I was doing this. I seriously did not realize. And if you've watched these videos and stuff, I feel like I at least am able to articulate that I have a certain level of awareness of vibrational mechanics and how to navigate reality in this way. So I've got that awareness. But here's the thing about when something's really important to you, you'll trick yourself about it. You can know and have total awareness and vibrational allowance in this category of your life, but the one that's important to you, it's like putting a cloak over your face. You won't realize what you're doing because that importance makes that category, it makes that subject very confusing. It makes it hard to be aware. It makes it hard to be present. And see, right here, right now, that's where the power is. Right here, right now, that's where the joy and the appreciation is. Right now is what we've always been looking for. And I think it's so interesting that I thought when I had 1,000 subscribers, I'd feel really successful. I didn't. I just aimed for 10. And then I had 10. It was a short celebration, maybe 5 minutes of feeling like good. And then suddenly I wanted 15 and then 20. And now I'm saying I want 100. And it's like when you keep projecting your happiness and your fulfillment further away from yourself and you make it dependent on external factors, like something else that's happening in actual physical reality, aside from just what's within you, you keep pushing your happiness away. You keep pushing your joy away. And that's what it's really all about. Is releasing the importance, is really unlocking this awareness going to help that reality to finally happen? The answer is that while you're asking that question, you're not even vibrationally ready to be ready. So here's what I've been feeling lately. I'm not ready for 100,000 subscribers. I'm not. And it's obvious to me, and I'm okay with that. That's what I've realized. I'm okay with it. I am where I am, and I like the journey of life. And I like, honestly, that things take some time, and I like the ups and downs, just to be honest with you. I know it's kind of odd. I used to really want to feel good all the time, but lately in my life, I've been feeling that I don't even need that. I like being here. I like the process of life. I like that sometimes randomly I wake up and I don't feel well for a few days and I feel upset. And then I have this epic realization of expansion. I like the whole process of it. I like the way that it is. I like the cycles. It's awesome. So what I've learned is that I'm not ready for that. I'm not ready for what I've been trying to convince myself I'm ready for. I'm not. And I'm okay with that because I like being here. I like the way it is. I like the transformational journey. And in that energy, I feel really good. And I'm not even worried about it if it'll come anymore. So some of you guys may have realized, like I think I maybe mentioned this in the beginning of the video, I forget. I've been a little bit more absent lately, you know. I've actually got like 4 videos backed up where I haven't even logged in and seen any of the comments. I've got so many messages and emails, and I just haven't gone into any of them. And the original reason for that was because I was feeling resistance. I had a few days where I was like, oh God. And so I was trying to get back in alignment with myself. But it's led to this realization. And now I'm in a position where it's very interesting because for the first time in my life, in terms of how long I've been working on YouTube, I mean, I don't feel like it's an important goal. And it's very alien feeling to me in this reality. It's very alien feeling. I never have experienced this feeling towards YouTube before. And it feels really good. It feels really powerful. It feels natural. It feels like from now on, well, not from now on because I don't know a week from now, but I do know that right now, I like making videos just for the sake of it, like an artistic expression, like it's fun, like I feel excited about something to share it. But the whole schedule of this and that, and it's a job, and I need to make sure that it's constantly growing, and I need to make sure that things are looking a certain way. I need to figure out how do I keep improving my videos, you know, and then it's like this whole resistance storm. And it's all very quite silly because the only reason I ever felt any of that resistance, which actually holds me back from making good videos that would do really well, it holds me back from being in the powerful vibrational attraction point that would actually bring that success to me. As I'm so focused on wanting that so bad and finding it super important, I just push it away. And I'm in this place right now where I just don't really care about it in that way anymore. You guys are my friends. I like sharing my journey with you. I like hearing about your journeys. I like that we get to connect. I like it. That's what I like about this. So I've dropped the importance. I've dropped the story that I have to be a big YouTuber. I've dropped the story that I have to be a full-time professional at anything. Honestly, I'm in a place where I feel really excited and really good, and I'm grateful to be here. And so, you know, I'm not going to disappear. I'm not going to delete my YouTube. But, you know, you might notice sometimes maybe it takes me a little bit longer to get into certain things, or sometimes you might not see a video. I honestly don't know. I'm just not pushing myself anymore. I'm not pressuring myself because I like being in this sort of feeling. It's hard to explain, but feels like all is good, all is well. I like that. And so that's what I'm going to surf. I like it. And if the wave changes, I'm cool with that too. So if you've got importance on a certain topic in your life or a certain subject, if you're anything like me, you might notice the hilariousness that what's most important to you in your life, what you want to succeed more than anything, what is most important to you, where all your passion is, that is the area that we put up the most resistance in. It's easy to allow an awesome flow in other categories that you don't really care or think about. Things just work well in this area. Things just go like this in that area. You don't even notice because you're not walking around thinking about it all day, focusing on it. You see, when you focus on something so intensely and you're thinking about it constantly, you're putting up way more opportunities to hold up vibrational resistance. You're putting up walls. You're holding yourself apart from it. So I just wanted to say thank you to you guys also, because I really appreciate you all. You're like my family. You really are incredible friends and connections. And I honestly feel like now I'll actually be able to receive you even more than I was before. I'll actually be able to hear you and see you better and really communicate something very valuable and special with you. So Vibes and Frequencies isn't going anywhere, but this is one of those moments where it's like something has changed. I'll see you guys for the next video. Much love to you. Sending good vibes your way.